Welcome back to Fate-Bound Fellowship. I believe this is episode 14 of that we've been streaming, at least. Several sessions happened before this. But anyway, we're on 14 of what we've been streaming. So, let's go ahead and kick this one off with a recap from Carson. Hit us with it.
So, Steyer and Brongas finally pull off their scheme. So they forge the ring, the fake ring, which is identical to a ring of water walking, except it has no magic to it. It's got every single last detail, except that it has no magic in it, and it's missing a little insignia on it. So Brongas goes back up to the poor lady and says, "Hey, this ring doesn't do anything." And she's like, "What do you mean?" Like, and he's in like tears. He's all distraught. He's upset. Is this ring doesn't do anything? So he puts the ring on. He goes and grabs the bucket that he had previously stood in, and then he sinks to the bottom of the bucket in tears. The lady's, says, "Well, I'm sorry about that. I can go and re-enchant it for you." And Brongus maliciously asks, "Oh, how much time will that take?" He explains it's going to take, I think, at least a week. And then Brongus was like, "Oh, well, I've got to leave town. I can't wait a week. I would just prefer a refund." And the lady is very distraught. She has lost a ton of money off of this ring and refunds the 100, it was 200 gold for the ring to Brongus, which he accepts. So now he has his money and a ring of water walking. Steyer doesn't really like the look at this. So he goes on an adventure to try to figure out if he can make himself another ring of water walking by cloning it. And through all of his research, it's going to take 2 weeks. He doesn't have 2 weeks. He just gives, walks by her stand and gives her the money back and then leaves. Doesn't say anything. So Brongus is very happy with himself. Steyer is a little bit less happy with Brongus. Do you want me to keep on going?
Yeah, keep on going.
Um, ugh. So from there, so that took up most of the time, and then from there, we get invited to the Thieves Guild. That's where I had something to do then, and I got distracted.
Cool. Does
Uh,
anyone have better notes than that
yeah,
for that part?
My pen
I
We
went
kind of
didn't
off.
lost
get
it.
invited to the we didn't get invited to the Thieves Guild. We went to the Adventurers Guild and took on
Or
two quests.
sorry, yeah, the Adventurers Guild.
And the two quests that we took on are related. One was the bandits and the other was find a person. What we learned is that the lady who's missing her dad is a member is a rogue and speaks thieves can't and hold on every time I talk.
Muted himself.
Every time I talk, I get into a coughing fit. Um, she's thinks her father was murdered by a rival faction, and she wants to recover the property. She doesn't really. We aren't really looking for her father. I hustled everybody out of her shop. Then we went up and talked to the. Hold on.
Did he change person?
We went up and talked to the about guard captain, who was pretty snippish for somebody that was previously friendly, and he told us about the dealing with the bandits outside the east gate. Um, and I came across evidence in my discussion that the two situations situations were related, and that we might be able to find help with the or a faction of the Thieves Guild that is not aligned with the bandits nor the half-orc shop owner missing her dad. Basically, she's a fence. Trade in stolen goods. And I thought that was about where we quit.
Yeah, it's that gets us about to where we were. You guys were preparing to do these quests.
Because we got extended on the wait for 3 days.
Mm-hmm. So, where would you what would you like to do from here? You guys are out in the city. I think you'd already talked to the girl at the shop and the captain, one of the captains of the guard in that area. And so now you're just kind of in the town. So,
I think we should go out the east gate and see if the bandits try to jump us.
I'm down for that.
We get a wagon full of goods.
Also, don't forget that the girl showed you a way to get into the sewer beneath the shop.
Ah, yes.
I thought we were like already in the sewer.
No, we hadn't got there yet. But we did just discover that the two factions that their faction she belongs to did show us a way to get to the sewer, so we could go back through and go to the sewer. And probably surprise the bandits that way by going out, coming in their trade route.
Yeah. I do
So,
have
accomplish-
exceptional stealth and acrobatics and sleight of hand. So we could just walk straight in, or I could just walk straight in. I
Yeah,
don't
we
see
could-
how that could really give us any advantage, though. It might be best for us to just go through the sewers.
Yeah.
Man, that cloak of invisibility be good right now.
So we'll go back to the shop owner and use her door.
As you guys enter the shop, there's like the little tinkling of the bell as you walk in. And then you hear in like a sing-song kind of voice from the girl. Hi, welcome to... And then she realizes it's you guys that have just walked in. She goes, oh,
Oh, this guy again.
welcome back.
We're headed down.
And then in Thieves' Cant, she says, I understand.
Strongest also.
We'll just hear a bunch of mumble.
We just look to each other like,
Nox actually looks like he understood. Everyone else is like, what?
And Brongers.
Wonder what?
And Vargas, yeah.
So she leads you back to the door, brings you down the stairs, and shows you the storm grate. Says, you know what to do from here. Goes back upstairs, shuts the door.
I vote that Twig tries to lift it.
boat.
Yes.
Hey, I could try.
I mean, Knox, I think you watched as she opened it right up
Yeah, so it's just
Oh,
a little
she
bit.
the first time.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be really.
Yeah. I'll use the same latch, lever, or handle she used.
It's just a little metal handle kind of carved into the top of it. You just grab it and lift it up. It's on a hinge.
Right. And I'll drop down first,
So,
quietly.
for everybody else looking at this hole, it just looks like a black hole that extends straight down with a ladder.
Can Brongus use his acrobatics to dive straight into the hole?
Please do. That would be so funny.
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna warn you, Brongus doesn't know what's at the bottom of this hole.
I think Brongus can. I think Brongus will be okay.
All holes have a bottom, so
An inspiration.
one way or
paper.
another, we're gonna figure out how far down it goes.
Brongus is going to nosedive straight down this hole with a 24 for an acrobatics check.
So my question is, what is the acrobatics check for? Like, what is he trying to do?
Right before he hits the ground, he's gonna bounce off one of the walls, do a roll, and then come to a nice stop.
I got a 30 on my stealth on climbing down the ladder.
You said a 24.
A 24, yes.
So that's gonna be at disadvantage. I don't think, or does Brongus have dark vision?
I don't actually know. I don't think he does.
Goblins have dark vision.
Oh, yes, I have dark vision up to 60 feet.
Okay, so yeah. So Brongus can see the bottom. Anybody else with dark vision can see the bottom.
I for sure
Oh.
can, because I have double the light.
Same.
So yeah.
It's very clear for us.
Man, I think everyone has dark vision now, though.
I think
Daniel
so.
has
Steyer.
dark vision.
Except Steyer, maybe?
I don't think Steyer has dark vision.
Steyer does
But
not have dark vision.
he's got a torch in his head, so
Yeah.
He's got a
And
torch,
Twig-
and he also has all these people that he could just
Oh, no, he does
latch
have
onto
dark
like a
vision now.
backpack.
Twig's body is also
Oh, he
dark.
does.
Where, right.
oh yeah, you made an item for him, didn't you?
I think so. Well, actually. Oh, no, this is just telling me what dark vision is. I'm sorry. I clicked on additional sense types, and this is just explaining all this.
Does this guy have dark vision?
Yes, he does not have dark vision, but he would be able to figure out something to allow him to see if need be.
So yeah.
Gaia also has dark vision. She can see.
Did you hear when
Oh yeah, I
said
forgot
I
we
had
had her with us.
Did
Yeah,
you hear when I said I
the
had
stealth check.
A 30.
That works.
Why are you stealthy?
Why am I
What-
stealthing down?
When
Because
she's
I don't
not
know what's at
stealthy.
the bottom, and I'd rather be surprise them than run surprise
Oh.
us.
I thought you were just trying to sneak past us. Like, I'm gonna get down there first, kind of a thing.
You don't know where I'm
No.
going.
Okay, I get it now.
So everybody watches as Brongus dives head first into this hole before any of you can make it to the ladder. He goes sailing down almost 30 feet. No, almost 40 feet. Before expertly leaping off of a wall and making a humongous splash as he lands in water almost as deep as he is tall. Sewage almost as deep as he is tall.
Gross.
So all you guys hear is the whoosh of him jumping into the hole, the The sound of him stepping against a wall and then a loud splash at the bottom.
Ew, sewer water. Fungus is bad.
Oh yeah, like even in the room before you've even started going down the ladder, you can smell it.
Ew.
Nice.
It's rough.
He swan dived in this
And
one.
Brongus is almost vomiting at the bottom.
Brongus is getting a bath as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Is the thing wide enough for a guy's wings to expand, or is it really narrow?
Like,
Oh, I'm wearing my face mask.
I mean, like, it's wide enough that Twig won't have a problem climbing down, but I don't know if Gaia would be able to fly down.
Alright, she sits on the cap then. Put her on my cap.
And when I get down there, I'm scanning for threats.
You don't see anything immediate. You're just kind of standing. Actually, I sent a picture of the map to the group chat.
See it? I've
You
got it,
guys-
and it says
So
where
trying to
it's
switch
coming
maps on the thingy? Yippee!
I see where it says entry. So
Yes.
I'm
So, yeah.
avoiding the water.
Alright.
The only problem with that is to avoid the water, you'd have to like spider climb the ceiling
Oh,
because
I'll go to bath.
these are big, like. Think of the sewer scene from Ghostbusters, like the original one.
Yeah.
I think that's 2 actually. I don't remember. It's been a while. Minus the like stone catwalks across the side. You're just standing in the soup.
So it's just pure water.
I wouldn't say water, but yeah,
You know what I meant.
was gonna say water.
Mystery liquid.
mystery. You know exactly what you're standing in.
Yeah, I know.
Let us pretend.
I don't want to admit.
Anyway, for you guys, it's about knee deep. For Twig, it's like their ankles, and for Brongus, it's like his chest.
Oh, gross.
Oh god.
That guy is on my little cap.
I'm tempted to pick Brongus up so that he's no longer almost drowning.
Well, I mean, he would be soaked head to toe because he splash landed into this.
Never mind.
Yeah, he's soaked.
Fuck
on.
that. Never mind.
He's got little bits in his on his head. You know.
Oh hell no.
With a
Stay
30, I'm
stay
probably
30 feet
not,
away from me at all times.
Stop my paddling everywhere.
Steyer's gonna go down the ladder very carefully and pick up Brongus and clean him off a little bit.
As Steyer grabs the ladder, you guys can hear the audible like creaking of this little flimsy ladder suddenly having to take the weight of a giant metal creature.
Metal man.
Hey, Twig, you might want to stay nearby. He might fall.
Oh boy. Roll to catch.
Please don't make another person almost drown in sewer water. Please.
Would Steyer wait until everyone's off the ladder, or would he just climb on?
Steyer would initially try to start climbing on with everyone else. Is it going to make an extra noise whenever he steps on it? If it is,
Would he wait until everyone's off of the ladder? Or just would he climb on in turn?
He would try to climb on in turn. If he heard a noise, he would immediately step back and wait for everyone else.
Oh yeah, if there's anybody else on that ladder, it is the loudest creaking sound.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
he's gonna wait for everyone else and then go down.
So as soon as everybody else is off of the ladder, Styre begins to climb down.
And he is going to pick
Go ahead and roll a acrobatics for me.
for Brongus or for
Styre.
Oh,
Isn't
so it's
Brongus
gonna be a
already in the
10
water?
plus 3, 13.
13. Styre falls. Styre falls about 30 feet, taking 8 points of bludgeoning damage and splashing everybody else with poop water.
Oh.
Should have rolled a dexterity check to catch him.
As he falls, slamming into the ground.
Yask is trying very hard not to throw up right now.
Nobody catches Styre? Nobody
I
tries
tried to catch.
You can.
I wanted to.
Roll strength.
Strength. Okay.
Yes.
He's a giant metal robot.
He is
He's
a
heavy.
little robot. If I think about it.
As heavy as Styre is, I'm going to say you need to make at least a 20.
Oh god. Unless you
You-
fall back too.
It doesn't have to be a nat.
You are. Let me roll something.
Could at least assist me to the ground. I can still take damage on my way. You can just
And my
like,
dice blew it.
kind of carry me down.
Well, like I said, it's only 8 bludgeoning damage.
Come on, rainbow dice.
Yeah.
I can
Or you-
mend that.
All right.
Yeah, I can miss it. So I'll be fine.
He misses, or Twig misses, and is probably the most covered of everybody in that room.
Yeah, like Twig jumps to try and catch him, and Styre hits the floor right in front of her, splashing everybody.
Yep. I think that is protected by my cat, so she's good up there.
You guys are covered head to toe in poop water.
Like, it's in my hair.
Oh yeah.
It was gonna happen anyway.
Oh.
Twig just turned around. It was gonna happen anyway. Fine.
I'm a shark.
Oh,
I have
no.
no hair. Ha
I don't know. I'd probably be body bunkered behind Twig.
No, no, you're going down with all of us.
Roll stuff.
You can't get out of this. You were also covered in shit water.
Okay.
I need someone else with hair to be covered too, please.
Okay,
Wow,
I
you
can
two
make-
are the only one there.
I can make any type of artisan tools temporarily. I don't know that there's anything I could use to clean y'all off with, but
I mean, like,
If
your
we get
clothes are
into a fight,
soaked.
We're gonna get covered anyway. It's fine.
Your clothes are soaked. There's chunks in your hair.
You don't use the word chunk.
Don't please. I am
I've got a
eating.
hood on.
I am also eating.
I am also eating.
Yeah, but you don't have to imagine it being you, basically. Sir. You and your corn dog. Is it good? Hell yeah.
Oh yes. So, you guys immediately notice that the walls of these like massive pipes, they aren't stone. They're copper.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Really?
Are they bright green because of the corrosion?
They are.
It's Metro Man's weakness.
There's a thick stench in the air. And yeah,
And we are.
you guys are standing in that little area just south of or like right where it says entry before you walk into that room.
Alright. So,
Brongus is going to get on Styre's shoulders. Styre is going to take Brongus's shirt, take it off, and wring it out, and then give it back to Brongus. So he's a little bit more clean.
Twig is going to look at Nox and ask which direction we should go.
Well, tunnel leading east. We should try maybe that way.
He's covered in poop water and he's done with everything.
He's got a hood on and he had his mask on, so
Oh yeah, I guess he had the most protection.
That or his mask soaked it all up when he got splashed.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Now
I was
he's
gonna
breathing
say.
in straight shit.
he just kept it out of his mouth.
Alright. So we go start walking east, I guess.
So you guys step into room 1. That first room?
To the immediate right, to the east.
Yeah. So that first room you walked into.
And I'm leading the way, trying to be quiet. And
That first room you guys walked into would be, yep. There's a wooden walkway kind of raised up out of the water on that west side. It looks like it runs north and west. You said you were going east, so you went into the next room. You walk into that room. There's a short passage leading north and a short passage, and another passage that continues east.
I think we should go up north into that room, kind of northeast.
okay, we'll go check it.
I think so.
We'll go check it.
You guys going in that room?
I'm looking first. Yeah. I'm looking for traps.
You're looking for traps. Roll to see if you see a trap.
A 30, natural 20.
Natural 20. You notice there's a tripwire that runs underneath the water as you step, it's across the threshold into that next room.
Okay. I'm gonna try to disarm the trap.
Okay.
Sleight of hand.
What was your roll?
25.
25. As you disarm it, you hear a slight ping, and then the rope lets go. You have successfully disarmed this trap.
What was it set to do?
From what you can tell, it would have slammed the door shut and activated a system that fills the room with water.
Ooh.
Would be even more covered in poop water.
Or the one we're in?
That next room.
Oh, okay.
The room you were about to walk into.
Is there like a chair in there? I can't tell. Steps.
So, yeah. I don't suggest we all go in there. Somebody should be available to tear down that door. In case there's another one of these.
Right.
What's in the room?
All you can see in the room is the thing Anna was asking about. If it's a chair, it's not actually there.
Okay.
The room is just empty, aside from 7 pipes that just jut out of the wall.
7 pipes.
There are 7 pipes jutting out of the wall. From what you can tell, this is what would have filled up the room.
I see.
So, I don't think we should go in there. Probably a secondary trap.
But there could be other treasures inside the room. That's why they've trapped it.
Nox, knowing what you know about the different clans that run this area, you don't know which one is running this section of the sewer. But knowing what you know, this wouldn't necessarily be a thing to like hide treasure. This literally might just be a kill room.
This is likely just a kill room, guys.
Okay.
This is.
I'll believe
But
you
it-
on that one. But
and-
yeah, let's
So
skedaddle
from
out
this
of
point forward, every step I take, I'm leading the way, checking for traps.
Okay.
And we're moving forward cautiously. We'll continue east. Or if you guys want to go north, we can go back and go up that northern passageway.
I kind of want to go to. Well, all these rooms kind of look similar. I'm more inclined to go west, that kind of western, northern, going south, west, north, and then east. That room right there, it's directly left of the room that we were going to go into.
All right, I'll lead the way.
Okay. Dyer and Brongus will follow shortly behind.
I'm checking for traps every step.
Hold on.
My passive perception is 20.
Okay, which room, Carson?
Uh,
If you look at my stream.
yes. So it's going to be 5. Thank you for numbering them. I was about to.
Yeah, that's my map that I'm looking at.
Okay, yeah. We are trying to go to 5 after being in 4. Are you trying to find it, or
No. And
looking for it?
changing it on this stream. There we go.
Is it in the stream?
Yeah, I'm fixing to switch back over to OBS. There we go. Now it's there.
Get it to make it bigger.
Okay. So, said you're going into room 5. Is everybody else going?
Yeah,
I'm, like I said, leading the way. Checking for traps as I go.
Do you guys want to continue walking in the water when you go past room 1? Or do you want to get up on that wooden walkway?
We'll get up on the wooden walkway.
You can't. I'm already down here, so fuck it at this point. I'm already wet. I don't care anymore.
Yes, is having a rough day already.
My legs will get cold if I get out.
Yeah.
I'd say Twig probably would just stay in the water anyway.
You guys go.
You're not very far in.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
You guys go walking that way. Get up on the wooden platform and keep walking down. You pass through that little T area beneath room 4. Continuing on around that corner. To go into room 5, there is no walkway. You'd have to get back into the water.
Well, I'm already there, set.
I'm already.
I'll lower myself gently into it, not jump.
Brongus dives head first.
No, wrong.
Can he go wrong?
Steyer dives in head first.
See, now that would be a problem.
He dives in Brongus first.
Cannonball.
Uh,
Biggest splash possible.
so
I I don't
Who's-
know what room 5 is.
It's
Is
on
it
the
directly
stream.
north of the entry?
If you look at the stream, they're labeled.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get out of this map.
Okay, as a side note, I have an alchemy jug, and an alchemy jug can produce a certain amount of a few different types of liquids, including ones that may be helpful for us are honey, mayonnaise, vinegar, water, fresh water, water, salt water, and oil. I don't know if any one of those would be better than the sludge that we're on. I can produce 8 gallons of fresh water and 12 gallons of salt water. So we could probably do more salt water if we wanted to try to clean ourselves off. If that would be better, it's your call.
We're already in the poop water.
We are already in the poop water. We could be less in the poop water because we are
You
currently
could just
covered
knock
in
the
it.
chunks off.
Right.
Okay.
Just as a suggestion, it would be better than nothing.
The stream. Do I need to go into YouTube to see the stream?
No, it's on Discord.
Okay. How do I make it bigger?
Click on it.
I've clicked on it and I still can't see the map.
Oh, well, I mean the little map on the stream. That's as big as it's gonna get.
There's Caleb's campaign maps in the server, and you can see it there. There's just no numbers.
Yeah, that's where I was looking at it. I can make it bigger. So is 5 directly north of the entry?
5 is west all the way, north just a little bit, and then west. So
East.
or east, yeah.
Oh, that little tiny room there.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to be looking for traps there too because it looks like another kill room.
Yes, I would have to agree that that's kind of the same.
There you go. There's you a bigger one.
I got a natural 20.
Another natural one for chicken traps. What the fuck, man? Yeah.
Let me have some fun.
There is another tripwire right inside the door.
Yeah, that looks like another kill room, guys. There's a tripwire.
The fuck? Can't have any
Yeah,
fun.
I think it would be appropriate to avoid that one as well, considering. But I think we should go all the way north in that little section right there.
All right. I'll lead the step. Look for traps every step of the way.
Which room?
The one backing out of that one.
13, I think or 12.
In the my campaign maps, I sent the numbered one.
Oh.
If you guys wanted to look at it.
That's
we
a
go.
lot better.
So up over to 12.
Well, already.
Well, yeah, but to go to any other room, you'd have to go up to 12 and then back down south through the entrance again.
So
So
again, checking for traps.
Are you guys taking the walkway again?
Yes.
I might as well stay down in the water.
So as you guys get to room 12, if you're not on the walkway, there is just a sharp drop right inside room 12. Much lower. For
Okay,
anybody
climb.
on the wooden walkway, it extends out kind of into the center of the room.
It's gonna be like that
I'd like to
feeling
get
when
onto the wooden walkway if I'm not already there.
And you cannot tell how deep that water at the bottom it actually is
Okay.
from where you're at.
We're
And
backward from that.
you can see like occasionally more sewage will pour out of one of the pipes sticking out of the walls.
Yeah, we'll back away from that.
gross.
And that goes for pretty much all of the pipes down here. The only ones that don't have sewage occasionally pouring out of them are the pipes that are in like room 5 and room 3. The 2 kill rooms.
So go back and get up on the wooden walkway
Yes.
and go back and check for traps before entering room 4.
Room 4, you don't see any traps. You don't even have to check.
Okay, and the wooden walkway goes all the way around it.
It does.
All right, I'm gonna check as for traps all the way on a path all the way around to the left.
You don't find anything suspicious or out of the ordinary.
Okay, on the other side, is there a door heading north?
There is not.
Okay.
Not one that you can see.
All right. Well, I'm gonna look for it then. For a door.
Go ahead and roll for searching for that.
Got a nat 1. Got 11.
Yeah, I mean, like, there isn't anything that sticks out to you as, hey, there's a door here, and if you do this, it opens the door.
All right, so come back out of the room. Get back to the room we entered in. Staying on the wooden path.
Okay.
And inch my way to where we go north out of room 1, the entry room.
Mm-hmm. Up into room 8.
Up towards room 8, yeah. Now, as again, I'm checking for traps as I go.
So once you get into room 8, you realize that that pathway kind of goes, it wides off east and west. There isn't a way to continue going through there. The pool in the bottom of room 8 is kind of swirling really slowly.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep an eye out for traps there again. And veer off to the west.
Okay.
Is there any loose stones or just objects laying around in these that's not turds that's laying around in these sewers?
You haven't really found any stones. I mean, you're basically walking through giant copper pipes.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I was in the wrong person. Dyer
Person
is
was
going
in
to
the wrong
drop
circle.
some questionable metal alloy, a pound of questionable
It sinks almost immediately because it's metal in water.
It doesn't swirl and then stop the flow.
No, he threw a chunk of metal into some water. It sunk.
Okay, it just sunk. It wasn't powerful enough to move the
No.
chunk of metal around. Okay. Okay. That was Dyer's experiment.
I mean, it might have gone down at like a slight angle, but like it pretty much just.
Okay, yeah, I see. It's not super charged water coming out of it.
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's a lot of water moving, but it's not moving very quickly at all.
From there, are we going to go to room 9?
That's where
Yeah. He said west, so.
Okay.
So yeah, that walkway continues on to the left, goes up, and turns up onto room 9.
Is that a platform?
That's a little like stone platform.
All right, I'm gonna be rolling.
It's like a little wait area or something for like workers.
Seeing if there's worn a worn path or something like that.
So standing on this little small like stone rest spot kind of area, there is a small chest sitting up there. There's also like 2 little wooden chairs turned kind of to look out towards the poop. Like it's a little area that's like set up for any workers or something that had to come down here to be able to stop and rest. You guys would know workers don't come down here anymore. Or you could ascertain workers probably don't come down here anymore.
I see.
But that's what it would have been for. Williams, there is not a path you can see that goes north from room 9. The only path you can see goes around that corner and up past room 10.
Okay. I'm gonna carefully inspect the chest and traps and other such mechanisms.
Okay.
21.
You said 21?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Damn it.
You do not find any traps on the chest.
Okay.
It is locked, but
Is it locked?
there aren't any traps.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Steyer
Alright.
has, or Brongus has thieves' tools, and is very good at them. Do you want to let Brongus
Go
open
ahead,
up the
Brongus.
chest?
Sure, go ahead, Brongus.
Okay.
I'll
Brongus
step back.
is going to attempt to open the chest.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay. He is going to get a nat 20 plus 10, 30.
Yep. You guys watch as Brongus slides the tools in, and with extreme precision you've never seen him do anything else with, he pops the lock open and opens the chest.
Lock-picking lawyer.
Yeah, really. It's basically like the sweet picking thing he does, where he just sticks the thing in and pulls it out, and the lock clicks open.
Yeah. Comb method.
Yep.
Okay, Brongus
Good
is
job.
gonna be the first to look inside of the contents. Do you want me to roll investigation on it, or?
No. Inside of the chest, there are 30 pieces of gold, a simple pearl necklace, and a set of thieves' tools.
Well, if anyone else is gonna immediately take something, Brongus is gonna go for the stuff inside the chest. You're gonna have to fight him, fight him for it.
What's funny is I have thieves' tools.
also have the most roaches out of all of us.
Yeah, Brungus is going to go head first into this chest. So if anyone wants anything, you're gonna have to pull Brungus out of it.
Yeah, I need that gold, man. Ugh. I'm poor. I'm not rich enough. I can't buy Triton and everything else.
Big just
It's a,
takes their big hands and just closes Finn's jaw.
I mean, you can if you want to, but Brungus is going to be like a child and reach for everything inside the chest and just like scoop it.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything up here except for the there's those two chairs.
Okay. Guess we could follow around to the north towards 10.
Williams, are you still checking for traps?
Oh, absolutely, every step of the way.
Make a roll for me.
Past, I was gonna
Found
say
one.
passive
You
perception.
put a trap in every single room.
You guys have already gone through like 5 rooms and only 2 of them had traps.
You're still
I
checking,
got
right?
Got
Yeah.
like
Oh,
one.
you found one.
16.
You said 16?
6. Like I said, my passive is 20.
Okay, yeah. So you would see not a trap, but there is some kind of mechanism attached to one of the chairs that does something when the chair is sat in.
Okay. I'm gonna investigate what that does,
You gonna
but not by sitting in it. Brungus,
Yes.
you want to sit down here?
Sure. Brungus will sit down. He's folded his hands. He's looking like,
as Brungus sits in the chair, you hear a click come from the wall behind you, and the wall parts, revealing a passageway.
What if it was? What if it was devastating?
giant spike comes out from the bottom of the chair and goes through his chest. Yeah.
Stabs straight up through his head.
Yeah.
No, it's just like, oh, just sit in
Well,
your
then I
chair.
would collect 30 pieces. Then I would
You'll
collect
get 30
pieces
pieces of gold and a pearl necklace.
and some thieves' tools.
And some thieves' tools.
Yeah, let's do it.
And I know where there's a swirling pool of that's sucking shit down, so we can throw his body in.
No kidding.
Hide the evidence.
Styre's gonna pick Brungus back up and put him on his shoulders.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna investigate this hallway.
You don't.
And this is,
Sorry.
we are in 9 going into 16 through the secret passageway.
14
14.
is the secret passage.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, yeah, that little passageway
that's
there.
a 14. Oh, okay, I see. But yeah, it's 9 to 14 there.
Yeah. I just realized. Oh, never mind. There is room 11. I was like, damn, did I skip 11? Yeah, you guys go into room 14. That passageway is small. It's pretty narrow, but you can still fit. Like, Twig is probably having to fold their cap down or something to squeeze through there.
Y'all is no longer on their head and everything.
Is it dry?
Yes. Yeah, this is all raised above everything.
Interesting. Time to cover
Alright,
in
I'm
poop water.
definitely going to
And yeah,
people to be quiet.
it leads up to a ladder that goes up.
Alright. I'm gonna motion for everybody to be quiet, and I'm gonna climb the ladder with utmost stealth.
Yeah, there's a little like wooden door at the top. Are you gonna open it?
Listen first.
Do it.
Okay.
28 on the list. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. It just opens, and then you realize you're standing in a little small stone walled room.
Are there murder holes or is there an exit visible?
Yeah, there's a door that goes out.
All right, I'll motion everybody come up.
In this room, it has walls of stone compared to the copper that lines the passageways up to this point. There is a small bed, like a little bedside table, and little candles all around the room.
Okay. I'm gonna check for traps.
You find 0. You do not find any traps.
I find when was the last time it was occupied? Can I tell?
It doesn't look entirely recent. Although it hasn't been too long. Maybe a couple weeks.
Oh,
It's not as though it was somebody was in here yesterday, but it also doesn't look like nobody's been here in years. It's 2 weeks to a month, maybe, is your best guess. The candles are pretty melted, but not gone.
all right. So before Brongus gets here, is there anything worth taking?
Do you want to look around, see if there's anything?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, I need to roll perception.
Yes, you will. Investigation, please, sir.
I am still
Yeah,
here.
we-
I like blood stuff.
Do what, Josh?
As I am here, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure because I actually forgot last campaign something I didn't join for because I was doing hunters and I didn't know that ended. Actually, I actually forgot about that.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So yeah, you're in this.
I got an 18.
18. With that 18, good sir. Underneath, well, not underneath the bed. In the like little bedside table, you find a set of simple plain clothes that look to be for a rather large adult man, and a set for a smaller female, probably child. There's also a locked chest under the bed.
All right. Check the lock for trap or the chest for traps and then pick the lock. There you are. 18.
That opens.
Oh,
Yeah, it opens. That it wasn't difficult. Inside of this chest, there is 400 gold pieces.
okay.
There are also 2 necklaces. They're just like simple like leather, like the tie or whatever it is. The string is leather, but on the ends of them there is a golden rat skull with a ruby embedded in the center of the forehead of the rat.
Knowledge religion.
This would most likely be part of some kind of cult down here.
I have great. Oh no, that's not this one. Well, yeah, I have advantage on religion.
All right. So when everybody gets up to the top, let me see. I'm going to find a way to do math here. Hold on. Calculator. On computer. Oh, come on. How many people are in the party?
There are 5 of us, right?
Less
There are not.
Brongus, so
There are 7.
Oh, there's 7.
Gaia.
Ah, yes.
And that's not counting Brongus.
That is counting Brongus.
That is counting Bronx.
Oh.
I think it would be completely reasonable if Brongus got nothing at all. We just leave Brongus on the outside of the room and tell him not to come in.
You can't just steal from what you
Yes.
think is a.
7 total.
You can't just steal from what you think is like a room where a child lives in.
So everybody gets 66 gold pieces.
You just steal from what you think is a child's room.
One
Better if
person.
it's just a really short person.
I feel like it would only be reasonable for not.
Except Brongus.
Except Brongus. Brongus doesn't get any. Okay. That is fair.
Gets 66. And Twig, you get 67. Because there was one left over.
67.
Are you gonna collect the necklaces?
I'm going to show them to the party.
Okay.
Take the extra gold piece and give it to my little child, I guess, anymore. She's big now.
I just had it all divvied up and by the time you guys got up there. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I imagined that in character, so I just imagined Nox like walking away.
He just leaves.
He takes all our gold, leaves.
You just see him like morph into shadows.
But
Like,
I
that's what
just
this.
divided it all up.
That's what this is, right? It like seems like it's like an older person and a child. I left for like a minute, so I don't
Knox
really
is
know.
about 120.
I left for a second to go get a cup of water, so I missed some of the details of this room. I don't remember.
This room has a chest in it that was locked with no traps, and it had 400 gold pieces in it and 2 leather necklaces with rat skulls. And Nox is going to show them off to the party. Rongus was left outside for this room because he can't be trusted to open chests anymore because he just takes everything out of them.
What if this is a small family lives in here? You can't just steal from families.
It'll be fine.
Twig's just arguing with a tiny poop-covered goblin.
Poop goblin. Like a poop rat.
Williams, there would be 4 of you guys that would get an extra piece. 2 people would be shy one. No, you'd like. So it would be. It's split up between 6 people. That's 396 pieces. So
Okay.
66 for 6 people. Everybody but Brongus. Would be 396. That would leave 4 pieces. He gave 1 to Twig. So 397. So he still has 3 pieces to give away.
Still has 3 pieces. Emily, would you like the extra piece?
Yeah, I'll take it. How?
We'd have to wait for him to come back and decide.
Yeah.
Stealing from these people.
Just offering his gold.
No, we could just take it. It's fine.
Naughty, naughty.
I have my child here. We're not teaching her good things to do.
That's just me talking, not Yask.
Yes, just
Yask would absolutely not. I want to cause mischief.
yes, just like yes, kid, do drugs.
Yes. Dare, forget it.
I dare you to do.
Forget it.
That's what
Having-
does dare exist in this world?
Having firearms, kids, that's cool.
Probably a similar program. I mean, it wouldn't be the same as Dare.
Y'all didn't have that fun little like fire thing when y'all were in elementary school.
Why no?
We had like a get together in our cafeteria in Silsby, and we watched like a whole safety thing on firearms and how you should never touch them.
No, we had to do with yo-yos. Dude, he was awesome at it. You should have seen him with the yo. He was the yo-yo master. He was so cool.
The yo-yo master.
Yo,
Make
hey,
me a yo-yo
He just
master.
kept on yoing.
The yo-yo man did not answer.
I seen them yo-yos guy, dude. Dude was yo-yoing, man.
I've seen that whole video.
I'm not joking about that though. They actually had the
wow.
yo-yo man show up, and
Di-
he tried to
didn't he
sell us
do
yo-yos,
the
and nobody had
yo-yos
money for
too?
yo-yos, so nobody bought any yo-yos except for like 3 kids who brought like $100 with them for no reason to school, and they were yoing in front of us, and we were all upset, so they had to get rid of the yo-yos the next day because people were jealous about the one guy with yo-yos.
It's really funny.
It was a sad day.
Anna,
Really?
I'm curious
yo-yo.
if we saw the same video for firearm safety.
I don't know because
Was
I
it-
can't. I
was
can't
it
even
Eddie
remember. Eddie Eagle? I know who Eddie Eagle is, but I'm not sure if it was Eddie Eagle.
Because that's the one that we watched.
It
as
might
kids.
have been Eddie Eagle.
And then we also had for like fire safety, we had the Dalmatian in the fire like chief outfit. I forget
We
his
did-
name.
We didn't have that. We had like a bus safety video though as well. We also would do dances to the song "Roar" by Katy Perry because we were tigers.
See, Mount Enterprise, nobody did drugs, so they never had a drugs presentation.
Also, nobody had sex, so they refused to do sex ed.
Yep.
Pretty clever on that.
And then that resulted in a kid thinking his girlfriend just kissing her would make her pregnant.
Per our superintendent, kids in Mount Enterprise didn't do that stuff, so there was no reason to have a sex ed class.
Oh boy, would they run! You know how many times I just walk the halls and someone would be like, "Oh yeah, I did this. Like this is like your 3rd time this week, dude. What? Can you like stop?"
When Mr. Armstrong was there was no sex. But our most recent superintendent, he really slipped on us. He allowed sex to happen. Come on.
He allowed it.
He allowed it.
I just can't. I think sex ed is important because, like, I want to repeat the one guy that was a senior that asked if his girlfriend girlfriend to get pregnant if he gives to her.
Oh God. It's
only
just
makes
very
sense to
important
me.
for many reasons.
Various reasons. I had sex ed at like 5th grade.
The only sex ed we got in Mount Enterprise was this is how the sperm fertilizes the egg.
Yeah,
Yep.
we were just told what STDs were and the various things.
No, we didn't get that.
We were told
The
what
class-
we were told
there
what our
was a
uterus was
specific-
looking like.
We
Nothing other than
had
that.
we had 2 rounds of sex ed. We had 5th grade sex ed, which was really just for like puberty and explaining that concept to 5th graders because it was going to be like, either some of you have already started or will start puberty soon.
Yeah, we didn't get that.
And then
Yeah.
then in high school we had to take a health class, which was like first aid, so like CPR, just general first aid stuff.
I think you
The
might
other
have
half of sex ed
time.
and healthy eating and stuff like that.
I don't know if Carson was part of it, but I know like my 5th grade year. I don't know if they did it the same later on, but my 5th grade year they pulled they pulled the entire junior high and 5th grade into the auditorium, and the school counselor told us all that we were about to start going through puberty and we were going to have acne.
I remember that.
And then they passed out acne cream to the entire student body.
No, I
Miss
didn't get
Maxie,
that.
bro.
That's-
I remember
That's
that.
fun.
That was Miss Maxie, yes sir.
Miss Maxie was like, "Here, take some acne cream. Like,
I don't
it'll
know.
help your
Here, Lane.
face."
And we're back. So, yeah, you guys are in room 14. Knox, I was telling, or Williams, I was telling them that with the 400 gold split between 6 people, that would be 66 each. And then you'd have 4 gold left over to hand out. You gave 1 to Twig. Who would you give the other 3 to?
The owl.
Do what?
Yeah.
Yask?
Yask.
Yeah.
And Hunter. Blood Hunter.
Finn. And who is the third?
I said the owl.
Oh,
Whatever her name
Gaia.
is.
Okay. So 1 to Twig, 1 to Gaia, 1 to Yask, 1 to Finn.
Gaia's been given a piece.
Just really rubbing it in Carson's face that he's not your favorite.
Been given gold. We are free. Leave the mines.
Given Dobby a piece of gold.
Giving Dobby a Glock.
Dobby is free.
So anyway, where do you guys want to go from here?
Anyway.
Well, Steyer. Well, yeah, Steyer's like he's always trying to touch my bow, and then Ambu.
Brongus is always trying to steal everything.
They're not on my good list right now.
He is good at picking locks, though.
Wait, how much gold is that? Sorry.
400,
60.
or
You got 67, Gaia got 67.
So I'm going to cautiously move up listen at the door and move up that hallway to the north. Be there.
You said you want to move north up that hallway?
Yeah.
And then you got to go east from there or west?
I
East.
say east. Yeah.
Okay. As you step into room 13,
And the standard operating procedure is I'm checking for traps on these people.
yeah, you don't see any traps as you step in. But as you do step in, along that northeast wall, there's a little raised platform with 5 beds. Yep, I counted right. Awesome. There are 5 beds up there, and like knelt on the beds is 5 cloaked figures wearing giant rat skulls with a ruby in it.
How many figures?
5.
5.
Underneath the the figures, their figures are humanoid, but you can't see their faces. Not only are they wearing the rat skull, but their faces look to be painted black underneath it.
Okay, do they react to us coming in?
They are still knelt on those beds.
Can we just like sneak past them?
I was gonna try to sneak past them to the north.
My question is, Knox, what did you do with those 2 necklaces?
I showed them to the party. And I might just show them to like raise one, like show it to the people on the bed and move the party to the north. See what
One of
happens.
one of the figures raises his head to look towards you in your direction. Um, and then he stands and says, "Welcome, initiates of the plague. Are you here to praise our Rat King?"
Not at the moment. We gotta head north real quick.
Brongus is gonna go and say yes, and Styre's gonna hold his hand over Brongus's mouth, so nothing is said.
If
Got a 18 on a natural 20 on deception.
do you have a -2 to your deception?
Yes.
Your charisma
Nice.
is that low?
Wow.
My charisma is a 7. Or
Ooh.
yeah,
Oh,
my
jeez.
charisma is a 7.
Not very charismatic.
So
But I
Like
rolled a
has
natural
Gaia
20,
like
but I
hidden
got an
behind them.
18.
he says, "Well then, why hath ye entered this ceremonial chamber, if not to praise our Rat King?"
We were just looking for the bathroom and we took a wrong turn.
Do you
That sounds
actually?
good for me.
Yeah.
Yes, please exit.
Yeah. So we were just looking for the bathroom.
You tell them you were looking for the bathroom, that you took a run. Children,
Oh, this isn't the meeting? Damn. I was supposed to learn how to raise my stock markets. My bad.
The wrong meeting. I didn't mean to go this way.
We all say something different.
you seem confused as to why you are here.
I think it's just the fumes. I'm not used to being in the sewers.
got a nat 1.
Yeah, I'm just not used to being in the sewers.
He got a 1.
He got a nat 1.
That's crazy.
That's hilarious.
Man.
Foiled his plans. And it wasn't us this time.
Okay.
You're doing great.
At first he says, young one, I know not of these stock markets you speak of, but I should help you as soon as I understand.
Well, that's nice of you.
To the large one, we have no designated restroom,
Well, you know, I have
if
a
you
kid
will.
with me. I have a kid with me, and she kind of has to go, and I just like nudge.
You may use any of the tunnels outside of this room.
Oh, so like this tunnel, like right to like north tunnel is okay.
I do not like your tone.
Uh-oh.
To the rest of you, what did you come here seeking?
Brongus says he comes to seek the Rat King.
A new follower. You are
Steyer says
welcomed into our presence.
Steyer says that that we took the wrong path and that we are not, and looks over at Brongus. We are not looking for the Rat King.
Then why are you here?
We took the wrong
Passing
turn.
through the north.
It's just shuffling to the north pathway.
Just passing through to the north.
Then carry on, but do not disturb our prey any longer. And he kneels back on the bed and goes back to whatever he was doing before.
That was.
We'll shift on to the north, up towards 22.
As you guys go north, before you make it into that little hallway, you hear coming from directly south, like the clanging of chains and muffled screams. It sounds like a large male. They're like deep screams. And whatever it is definitely in a lot of pain.
Yeah, no, high alert immediately.
Oh no.
After that interaction, hell no.
I go into stealth mode, and I go to look. I got a 22 on disappearing from the pole.
Let's see. A 2. Fuck yeah. By the way, the 1 was rolled on my fuck die.
You have very
Awesome
bad luck.
murder.
I just
Dude, I know it's bad.
Oh, what's going on in 15?
Yeah, you with that roll, you can walk straight across the middle of the room and nobody would see you. So you peer into 15, and laying on the table, there's a big like sacrificial stone table, and tied down to it, held down with chains and shackles, is a large orc man. You can see that he has a missing ear and a missing eye. And then there's like chunks of him that have been carved out.
Whew.
Okay. What's doing it?
There's nobody else in the room.
Is the orc man still alive?
He is screaming in pain.
Oh.
From the wounds or something else? Cool.
You can't see anything else, so you'd probably assume the wounds.
Cool.
I'm gonna go hit him with a cure wounds. And heal him for 12 hit points.
Very nice.
So you see that like the his eye and his ear, they're not bleeding. They appear to be like they were cut off and then cauterized.
Okay.
But the chunks of
Then I
flesh,
gotta work on the locks and
The-
I gotta work on the locks and chains.
the chunks of flesh that were missing, they were bleeding. And it appears that like you healing him like closed the wounds. They haven't like healed over or anything. Just like they scabbed up, kind of thing.
Okay.
But like it's almost as if the holes in his head like resisted the healing.
Ooh.
Okay.
But yeah, you go to unlock his shackles. It's they were pretty shit locks. You don't even have to
Okay.
roll it. It was just real snap. You know.
Okay.
You now have a very injured orc man.
Cool.
As you lift him off of, like, or help him stand up, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
He'll say, "Thank you, but if I don't return with what I came here for, she'll kill me."
And I know who she is. So, um,
By the way,
where is it?
he whispers that to you in Thieves' Camp.
And I tell him, I know who she is. Where is the stuff? Where is what you came for?
He replies, "I don't know where they took it. They knocked me out,
Okay.
took my stuff, and I woke up here."
Was it the cultist that took it?
The ones who did this to me were wearing the same garb.
It's just someone if you
Okay.
found a spare and like kind of walked around in it, if they could find it.
I'm going back into stealth mode. With a 30.
Nice.
So-
Jeez.
So
I made a few of those 20s tonight.
if you're trying to get him
That was a
across, are you trying to get him across the room to the rest of y'all?
Yes.
So because of his injuries, I would give him disadvantage on his stealth.
Okay.
But if you're assisting him, that would make it flat.
Then I rolled a 19.
Okay.
I have a plus 11.
Yeah. Well, no, for you, because you rolled so high on the 30, I'm going to do your 30 is you getting across and assisting him across. So I'm going to roll for him, and it'll be flat instead of
Oh, I see.
at disadvantage.
My famous Gabe.
And I'm not going to use my fuck die this time, because obviously it fucking hates me. I used my big die.
And
It got stuck.
yeah, that's a reroll.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I bought some stuff, and I meant to show you guys. This is for when we go play with you, Williams.
I got to get back to picture. That was on character sheet.
If you guys are looking
My dice holder.
Ooh, very
for this
cool.
little crab village. And then buried right here is it's a little like prison cell made out of leather. For
All
dice,
I'm getting is dancing diamonds.
for dice, Joe.
This is pretty cool.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
throw them.
neither one of your pictures are popping up.
For what? Threw that in my dice jail there.
Okay, the live stream is popping up.
That is still not
I
great.
can't see your.
That is still not great. So, yeah, he makes the cross. They do not see him.
All right. Well, we'll make it out of the room.
You guys gonna continue up 20 up towards 22?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to heal him again. Actually, wait. I might have healing potions. Just swore we bought some.
I would offer my magical healing, but I don't. It won't do much. I can offer 8 at the most.
And for whatever reason, I don't have any healing potions. I thought I did.
Twig can punch something real hard, but that's it.
All right, spells.
I don't think Gaia has any healing ability.
Use another spell slot. See what I can get him. 7 more points.
So, Nox, you watch as you infuse him with this magical energy. You see, he takes like a deep breath in, like and lets out a refreshing sigh. But then he screams in pain again. And you see this rune that you didn't see before on his arm, like, flashes purple. Like a deep purple. And then goes away. It looks like he might have healed a little bit more, but not the full 11, definitely.
Was from Arcana. I did what I could for you, man.
He goes, "Oh yeah, I think they cursed me or something. I can feel it."
Yeah, I don't have any. I'm not a cleric. So we'll have to get your curse removed some other way.
Oh, you guys are in that little hallway past 13. Where do you want to go?
We go north.
Skip over 23.
Oh, 22. Oh, no, we better check on 23 first. Check for traps.
Yeah, let's go 23.
So, 23 appears to be a room that's almost the same as 14 was. It's just this little tiny room. It's big enough for a bed and a bedside table. That's really about it.
All right, I'm gonna search it to see if there's anything useful in it. I got a 22.
So, you don't find anything quite as great as you found in room 14, but you do find 2 more of those amulets.
I make a point of not putting it on and only carrying it to display. I don't put it on.
Okay.
And I hand out a couple more of them.
That you'd have Ford to give out.
Yeah, to make sure at least four of us got them.
So is that you plus 3 others?
Yes.
Okay. Um, whoever you give them to will have to put down a custom item in their inventory because I haven't made one for it yet. But you can call it a golden rat amulet. So, who do you want to give those to?
Whoever wants one. I just here.
Brongus just like sweeps in and steals it from your grasp.
Does Brongus take one? I mean, they are made of gold.
Brongus is going to try to take one. Is anyone going to stop Brongus?
Nope, don't put it on, buddy.
Wake has no interest in the ritual necklaces.
Brongus is going to grab one of the necklaces. Does Brongus put it on?
Brongus needs
I feel
to
like
learn
Brongus is just
from
going to
his
shove it in his
actions.
pocket.
Okay, so Brongus has one.
Yes. Brongus has one of the necklaces.
Whoever else took one, I keep one.
Not into the whole ritual necklace.
Yeah, no thank you.
No thank you.
It just seems like trouble.
What if I get mind controlled and now I am worshipping the Rat King?
That's why I don't put it on.
I mean, I guess worshipping a rat king is far worse than some of my other options of life.
Other options. You get to adventure with your best friends.
Well, no, like this is the good timeline right now. I'm talking about everything else.
Outside of this sewer.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even think I'm safe in the sewer.
I don't know. I convinced that guy I just had to go to the bathroom.
That's true. That's very true.
I was fully ready to fight them.
You can still fight them if you want. I mean, maybe you could interrogate one of them to undo the rune.
We can go back.
Like, hey, I didn't find the bathroom. And then Nox just comes out and snipes a bunch of them.
There's 5 of them.
How many can you
And
hit
I
in
don't
one
know
time?
if there's one. And
I
I
thought
don't
you
know
could
what
hit
there's
more than one.
I could probably hit him with an entangle. Didn't.
I don't know.
He
How
I
else
just
are you
could
get?
guiding bolt one of them.
How else are you gonna get
he
that
just,
rune off if you don't know how to do it? You gotta interrogate one of them. I'm not setting up good morals for my child.
so sneaking off into 22 then, checking out that area.
No, it's just kind of like when you bring a kid to a Walmart. He just kind of disappears. Brongus is that kid that ended up opening a toy while you weren't looking,
Yes.
Oh God,
or
nightmare.
Hey,
or broke it and wouldn't tell you.
I'll stick my I'll stick my head back in and say, hey, at least I share.
There's two. You know,
That's very true.
he might be the oldest out of all of us, but God, he's the oldest out of all of.
Is he like in comparison to
Yeah,
not
aren't you
just
like
Lots
numbers,
in
but
the
like
hundreds.
of our race?
Oh, yeah, I'm comparable to your guys' race. You know,
how old are you?
young adult at 120.
120. Yeah, he's pretty young in elf standards.
Yeah.
So, would anybody be interested in identifying those necklaces?
Steiger can.
Yes.
There's the only
Fire
one that
can.
can.
Possibly.
I can now technically, but he can take it. I have detect magic. It's fine.
I can detect it.
Fire. Identify. I would like to cast it on one of the necklaces.
So, you identified this necklace. What you can tell is the golden rat skull, purely for decoration. The ruby in the skull, however, is a sending stone.
Sending stone.
Do you tell us that?
How do we use, how do we use
Yes.
those?
I do tell that the rat skull is purely for decoration, but the rupee in the middle is a sending stone.
Who's a send to?
To someone, I guess.
Maybe it's like an ender chest in Minecraft where you put one thing on one stones and it moves it over to the other stone.
No.
Good guess. Good guess.
Um,
Oh,
ascending
that's right.
stone. Ascending stone allows you to use it like the sending spell, which lets you send messages.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
not as cool as I thought.
And
not that's cool.
each of these each of the rubies in the skulls have a different symbol carved into them.
Ooh.
As long as you know what symbol is on the skull you're sending to, like you know the symbol of the on the gemstone of the one you're wanting to send it to, you can send messages to them.
And it's private?
As far as it can only be read by whoever has that skull.
Oh.
Anyone catch the symbol on that one guy's stone?
I saw it, but I couldn't tell you what it was.
I didn't get close enough.
It was a curse of some sort, I think. But these aren't cursed, they're just endings.
Oh, by the way, Carson, they are cursed.
Oh, they are cursed. Cool.
If wrong, they still put it on.
Does identify
Not put it on.
does identify tell you what the curse is?
Let me
I
see.
think it does, yes.
I think it does. Choose an object. You must touch it throughout the casting of the spell. If it's a magic item or other magic imbued item, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether the spells are affecting the item. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. This item was created. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you instead touch a creature through the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. So I would have to say that you learn whether any spells are affecting it would apply for that.
The identify spell specifically does not reveal a curse. So you wouldn't know if it was cursed.
Oh, I would not.
Okay, so none of us know it's cursed.
Oh, and it does identify whether it's
A magic item.
well, no, that what its magic, what spells are affecting it.
Huh. I guess
A curse
excluding
is a
curses?
spell.
It doesn't say. On mine, at least, it doesn't say anything about it.
The identify spell allows players to learn the properties of a magic item, how to use it, and how many charges it has. Cursed items are magic items that have a potentially negative impact. They can be bad for the user, inconvenient, or a mix of good and bad. Players can learn about a curse when they attune to a cursed item. Once attuned, players can't unattune without breaking the curse.
So I would have to attune myself to this. And then unattune it.
Yep. Clerics, wizards, paladins, and warlocks can use the remove curse spell.
Emily, you got the remove curse spell?
I don't think so.
Honestly,
I can double check.
I think you should invest in that in the future.
If I can get it, probably, yeah.
Go to manage spells. I bet you can learn it.
I don't think I can learn it right now. But I can
You may
learn
have to unlearn one.
Which of the classes is the one that you can pick like every day a different set?
I know wizard can. I think bard does. The magic rogue does. Paladins and clerics, I think, do too. Yeah, warlocks in 5e cannot change their spells daily like other classes.
Man.
When a warlock gains a level, they can choose to replace one of their known spells with another. Yeah, clerics, druids, paladins, and wizards change spells on a long rest.
So not sorcerers and wolves.
Yeah.
Right. Oh well.
You're on your own. Good luck.
It is now 11 o'clock.
Oh, it is now 11 o'clock.
So,
Darn.
for anybody who got one of those sending stones, do you attune?
No.
No.
I'll do it. Let's see. Give me one.
Okay.
Oh God. You can.
Honestly,
No one can help you though.
You can though.
no
None
one
of
can
us can
help
break
you.
the curse. We can't
it's
break the
cursed.
curse, so you're fucked if you use it. Unless
Oh,
you
I
can
thought-
break
oh,
it
yeah.
yourself somehow.
Okay, see,
I
but what if the
pointedly
curse?
said that I.
Y'all
Hold
did
on.
not identify it was a
I
curse?
pointed. I pointedly said that I was not going to do it in case it was.
Yeah, we don't know it's cursed. Nox doesn't. Nox isn't sure it's cursed. Wade just doesn't like the whole ritual necklace.
Give me one. I'll do it. Finn will do it.
Ben, me, will do it.
What kind? What kind of? How bad cook? Maybe it's not a curse. Who knows?
At any
I-
rate,
If you want to sacrifice yourself to find out, go on ahead.
I like us like loudly talking, like us loudly talking about this.
Yeah.
no, we would not be loudly talking about this.
So what on it? So it's
Yeah,
just
Faye, do it.
it's just a necklace.
Every time we argue, Nox is like nervously looking over his shoulders.
It's just a necklace. Finn will do it.
Y'all fight all the time.
We have no awareness of our surroundings or where we are.
It's
Or
comfortable with the
same thing.
comfortable with the big monster around you.
If
I
it's
think
a
I feel like
curse,
we're whisper yelling.
Just whisper yelling.
that is exactly how.
We don't know what it does.
This is so funny to me.
So there's more than one of these necklaces. I mean, can't be too bad.
Fit. You
Look,
don't want to do it.
if you end up being a soulless zombie, we will put you out of your misery. We will do the right thing.
Strongest will
How
make
bad
sure
can
that
the curse
all of your
be?
money goes to your relatives.
Uh
He's really
huh.
good at wills.
So,
And Yask will make sure that he doesn't steal any of it.
all right. So, you attune to it, Josh?
Oh crap! Is he actually?
Go
Are
for
you
it.
actually gonna do this, Josh?
I look at
Yeah, what if the curse isn't that bad?
I look
Oh,
at
it's fine.
I look at Nox and
Knox
forgot
is
your name.
actively shaking his head no.
Forgot your name. Yes. Is this all the information y'all got on this necklace?
All we know is what it is, but we don't know if it's cursed or not. Technically,
That's all y'all know. So that's does it look bad? Yeah. Okay. I attune to it.
Okay.
I mean, does Finn have a low intelligence?
Yeah, he's stupid.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know, actually.
His lowest thing is intelligence.
He's just not very bright, so he would
And
be
wisdom and charisma. He's stupid.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Finn.
oh crazy.
Can I even attune anything else, actually? I'm
I don't know.
attuned.
You have 3 attunement slots. I don't know how many things you're attuned to.
I have enough for one more. I'm attuned to 2 things already.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's max it out. Let's that ring counts. If that ring counts, then I cannot attune to this.
No.
Okay. I'm attuning.
Yep, it doesn't fill up one of your slots. Anyway,
See you in life.
so Josh, I need you to roll a D8.
D8.
This isn't the curse, it's just a quirk of the ring.
An 8.
Alright, Josh, your sending stone is voice activated. Every time you try to talk to someone, it tries to send a message to someone else. It's like a bad Siri.
Everyone
Wait, this is cuss. Look at that.
It sounds like my truck.
starts off talking about something dumb, and maybe the guy will get so annoyed he'll start searching for you.
So, anyway, as for the curse, you believe you have a pet rock. This pet rock is alive, and it speaks to you, but nobody else can hear it. You fully believe that this pet rock is alive.
I'm finna have some fun with this.
Hey, Caleb, show me that. What you were going to show me before your picture's up now.
My pictures?
Your picture wasn't up before, so I couldn't see what
Oh.
you were trying to show me.
It's this cute little dice jail.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And then the thing I bought for your campaign. It's a little crab castle.
Oh, with the rolling thing and everything. Neat. That's really neat.
You say my voice speaks to someone else when I go to speak to someone?
Yeah, when you try to talk to somebody, it tries to send a message to someone else, and you have to be like, "No, I wasn't trying to send them a message. This guy." Yeah, it's like a bad Siri.
Oh.
Well, it's not that bad. Thank God. It
Sacrificial
could have
jet.
been worse. It could have been way worse.
But yeah, now you know that.
Yeah, I could have died. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm alive.
You can tell everybody that you've been cursed to have a pet rock.
Oh my god.
I mean, I
Pretty
do
cool
have a
curse,
pet rock.
all things, yeah.
I just think it like took off because I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is, right?
Do it.
It's not real, but it's not real, right? The rock's actually not real.
No, 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 no. Like you pick out one of the rocks that you have. That's your new pet rock.
Man,
All right, ladies and gents, I'm going to bed. I got to get up in the morning.
Okay.
okie dokie.
Have a good night, good sir.
Good night.
Good night.
You too. Get well.
Bye.